With the demands of everyday life, whether in school or at work, it is necessary to stay connected to the World Wide Web. And one of the leading companies in providing wireless net connection is with us this morning to tell us more about its newest product. We have Thampi, Linksys Regional Sales Unit Head in Singapore, and Kristian Anquillano, Linksys Regional Tech Product Manager. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you so much for waking up early, flying down here to talk to us about this latest thing.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, so this thing it looks massive, intimidating, and highly efficient. And I'm very excited to hear more about this. Let's talk about this model right here.
Well, absolutely. So this is the latest and greatest in the wireless networking world for Linksys. You know, Linksys kind of set the tone for home routers and wireless networking back in 2002.
It's a household name.
Absolutely, and especially in Philippines, I mean, we've really enjoyed, a great fanfare for our products before.
Yes.
So after 11 years with the WRT family, we decided to launch this product with the latest technology. So this is the wireless AC, which is the latest and greatest in wireless networking today. It's an AC1900 product. What does that mean? It's 1900
all
megabits.
These numbers.
Yeah, the higher the better. But it's absolutely on the 5 gigahertz spectrum, which is the cleaner spectrum as we normally talk about. We've got 1300 megabits per second bandwidth that can practically cover a lot of use cases that you have typically at your home. And we also have the 2.4 gigahertz, which is for backward compatibility with your existing computers and all devices.
I'm noticing 4 antenna on this one. I've never seen 4 on a router before. What does the 4 antennas do? I mean, does it increase its efficiency? Does it make it more powerful? Expand the reach?
Spot on. Actually, this is the first router with 4 antenna configuration. AC1900 is actually what we call a 3x3 configuration. It's 3 antennas transmitting and 3 antennas receiving. But we've taken it one step further. We actually added a 4th antenna because we recognize that typically in a large household, when you have so many devices, mobile phones and tablets, you need a more directional kind of signal reception and transmission. So that's why we added a 4th antenna. This is the first router with a 4x4 configuration.
Yeah, because usually you go to the kitchen or to the bathroom and your connection's gone. So this would eliminate that problem.
Exactly. So you can actually direct these antennas. So we have a sort of algorithm that is running inside. It'll figure out where the client is, whether it's your computer or your phone or your tablet, and it will beam the signals appropriately.
That is amazing. Tell me about Network Map, the Network Map feature.
Network Map is a visual representation of your wireless network. So, after a point in time when you have so many devices connected to your network, you probably need to look at, what's in your network, what sort of bandwidth consumption you're having on each of the devices. So this is a utility that we've built into the Linksys WRT1900, which we're just launching here.
So this one, obviously, this sounds very efficient, and it sounds like it really does help you sort of stay connected. Everybody in the house, they can do their job efficiently online. But would this be dependent, the performance of this router be dependent on your internet provider and the speed with which they can provide it?
Well, to a certain extent, of course, if you're streaming or directly downloading something, it depends pretty much on
legally, of course.
Yeah, well, absolutely, browsing, streaming. Yeah, absolutely. But there's a lot more usage scenarios in your home that is not dependent on the service providers' pipe and bandwidth. I mean, you could be streaming your movies and your music onto your smart television.
Right.
You could probably have home automation devices at your home. These are not really dependent on the pipe that your service provider is providing. So there's a lot more things that you can do with this router.
Okay, now what else makes this one stand out? Tell me more about the specifications on this one.
Well, I'll probably pass it over to Kristian.
Yeah, of course, in terms of hardware specifications, we have done a lot for this WRT.
This is the 1900, right?
Yeah, this is the 1900. This is the latest router that we have right now for this class. So one of the specs that we are quite proud of, it's the most powerful because it has the 1.2 gigahertz dual core antenna.
Okay, wow.
Which is like, it functions like a laptop actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the RAM, it has a 256 MB. So as you have mentioned, we have 4 antennas on this.
Yeah.
And the reason why, we have this called technology with, as an antenna diversity. So the reason for this is we want to maximize the coverage of the transmission range and the receive range of these 4 antennas.
So these move?
Yeah, it could move.
Does that matter when you if you move them and face them elsewhere? Does that increase the reach or?
Yep, there's some movements that you could do.
It's sort of direct, like a radar.
Yeah, so Yes, that's true. And aside from that, being an access point and being a wireless router, it also comes with a built-in integrated media server.
Okay, so in layman terms.
Yes, a media server, it means that if I have external storage like hard disk,
yeah.
So I could use this one to attach my hard disk.
Oh, straight?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
It doesn't function only as a Wi-Fi router. So there's a lot of functions. Media server, it means that if you have videos at your home, video, photos,
you
or
just hook it up here to
music,
the back and flip it?
we could show it from the camera.
So you just attach your your flash drive or the cable.
That's true. So
back.
as you can see, we have two USB interfaces. So these are the two USB interfaces. The other one is USB 2.0 and the other one is USB 3.0.
I just got even more excited about this, hearing that part.
Yeah. So the usual application, actually, right now, we are very fond of videos. We're very fond of movies, and you know, we have our own hard disk, and we want to play the video in our home. And most of us have multiple devices. Like you have an iPhone, I have an iPad, and you're watching your own video, I'm watching my own video. I don't want to be sharing TV, right?
Wow!
So that's one of the reasons we have this, and this is one of the applications that we are quite proud of, the WRT.
Oh my gosh, my mind just got blown this morning.
Well, it's a family of products, and I think, you know, as Kristian mentioned, you know, we've not taken, you know, half measures when it comes to putting specifications in the product. You know, 1.2 gigahertz processor is, you know, never heard of in a home router.
Right.
And there's an eSATA port at the bottom, which couples as a USB port. So, you know, you could build your stack. You know, you could put a WRT switch on top of it. You can put your, you know, hard disk server on top of it. So there's a lot of things that you can do at your home. And we're expecting that this product will also really appeal to the Soho segment, because there's a lot of people, you know, who are actually setting up offices, and you probably, you know, want to use something like this that is future-proofed. So it's not just about, you know, home and entertainment, but also for, you know, more you know, data-intensive applications, you know, work, business-related.
You guys have changed the game. You've absolutely changed the game. That's what it's about. You're stepping it up.
Well, you know, I mean, thank you for mentioning that, because, you know, back in 2002, the Linksys WRT54GL, which was a G technology, but it was already many steps ahead at that point in time. So that's exactly what we wanted to do with this product. We wanted to be ahead of time for the specifications and the technology. So if you look at this moment in its class with AC1900, you know, we're really happy and proud that, you know, there's nothing that, you know, comes close to in terms of performance.
That is fantastic. I'm very excited. How do people get their hands on this one? Can they follow you guys somewhere or get more information on this?
Well, absolutely. So one of the reasons why we're here is because we're going to launch this product here in Philippines.
Oh, fantastic.
So tomorrow we're going to launch the Linksys WRT1900. We have an exciting event set up at the Pismo store at the Shangri-La Mall.
Oh, right across the street.
Very nearby. And, you know, so we're hoping that you would actually go there and grab one of the first units.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Take my Linksys home, baby. That's right. 1900, you're mine.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, the product will be also available at top retail, you know, outlets like Octagon, Vilman Computers, you know, Silicon Valley, PC Works.
Yeah.
So it's going to be available in Philippines starting tomorrow.
Oh, exciting. You guys really changed the game when it comes to internet wireless connectivity. Thank you so much for all this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank
Perfect.
you. Appreciate that.
Well, there you go. That was Jay Thampi, Linksys Regional Sales Unit Head in Singapore. And of course, Kristian Anquillano, Linksys Regional Tech Product Manager with us this morning. Now we have more gadget news plus entertainment. They are coming up next. You're still watching Daybreak on 9 TV.